8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Live again on another Sunday night. Welcome everybody and happy Mother's Day to all the moms, the grandmoms, all the moms, stepmoms, all the moms, every mom, and especially to our mom right here at the table, Heather.
Well,
an excellent mom she is. So a big happy Mother's Day to her.
Thank you.
She got a little gift on Friday, and
I did, and I'm so excited for it. But I don't want to talk about it. I want to be about it. So I'm going to show them once I get it.
It's a pretty big deal.
It's a very big deal.
Heather,
and I'm very excited.
Heather does not typically come out and say that she wants something. She'll hint at things sometimes, but she'll never come straight out and say, "Oh my God, I love this. I really want this." Blah blah blah. And she said it, and then when I was like, "Well, I would like to get it for you," she's like, "No, I don't want you getting it for me." And I'm like, "Well, let me just buy it for you because you never say anything like that." She's like, "No, I don't want it." And I said, "Well, I'm driving you right over and I'm buying it right now." And she said,
not inexpensive.
She said, "Okay."
And I didn't think that it would be right. I can't say too much.
Right?
I didn't think it would look good, like on me.
Oh, right.
I thought it would be like a weird size, but it's beautiful.
Yeah, I gotta turn the air down or the air up because I am on fire.
I am freezing.
Are you really?
Yeah.
I'm dying in here. I am dying.
Wow.
Okay. Even though it's Mother's Day, we got to worry about my temps. Okay. Look, hello everybody. You know.
Oh no, I got a chair a long time ago, guys.
Chair.
Yeah, they said that I got my chair.
You got a chair? Oh yeah, we are echoing.
Thank you. Just noticed my shirt.
Hang tight. I know.
Well, my hoodie. It's a hoodie.
Is the mic on this camera right now?
Like on?
Yeah. Can you just turn it down?
On the bottom?
Yeah, turn it down.
All the way?
Yeah.
Right there?
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Sorry. Hello. The echo's off. It was the mic on the camera, on board the camera. So we're good now. We're back.
Thanks, guys.
We're back. We're okay. Everything's fine.
Okay, seriously? Okay, we got it.
Oh my God. Cam was here. Holy shit. Huh. Calm down. Everybody calm down. It's all fixed.
Oh my God.
Oh.
How many people
oh
are
my
going to
God.
say echo?
You better not upset these people.
You know what's funny? They're all saying echo. They're echoing each other.
They are echoing
You know what?
other.
You guys have a fucking echo.
Yeah, there you go. It's fixed. The camera microphone was better?
No, it's not. It's not.
Now they can hear. It must have sounded horrible. Volume's low now. Huh. All fixed.
Oh I just turned it up.
Oh.
How many people
oh my God.
Okay, we got it.
They're all saying we're low.
No, I just turned it up.
You did?
Okay. Oh, good God.
It sounded better before.
No, we're gonna leave it on this one, right?
I don't know. I mean, the thing is, I control everything on the soundboard, but I miss the echo. Okay, you turn the mic on the camera. Turn the mic on the camera.
I don't
No, turn it on. I'll mute this.
Listen,
what?
It's gonna be fine.
No, turn it. Everybody's saying exactly the same thing.
Chris, they're like a minute and a half behind us. It should be fine now. Ow.
There. Now you guys tell me if it sounds a lot better now because
Patrick Norman said it's fine. People just need to turn their volume up.
All right.
See, it's good. It was good before.
I just changed it again. Check it out.
Oh my God.
Check it out. Look at that.
Thank you, Tommy.
Marital stress going right. Oh, you're not low. We're all deaf. LOL. No, I think we're okay. Are we okay? It's better?
Oh my God.
All right, it's better.
It literally just got to the part where you turned it up. Just
Really?
now.
Chris fixed it. People were saying, look, well done, Chris. You know, the thing that really sucks is when Heather yells at me and tells me how wrong I am, and then it turns out that I did even better than what she said. So thank you. Of course. Thank you, guys. Look at this. Look at all the love I'm getting right now.
You're annoying.
Am I?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get back to business.
Okay.
After our sound fiasco. Okay, I know. Oh, Mark Bates, thank you. We are fine. We're fine as wine. So, Mischief Toys, our toy company. You guys know about our toy company. We talk about it on here a lot. We do a lot of unveilings here, which I think it's fun to do it on the Gastlecast. It's our way of marketing is through this channel. I mean, we could do things on Instagram and on Facebook and everything, but I think really the YouTube channel is the way to do this, at least for the time being. And I feel like that a lot of you guys like it when we unveil here, so I try to do that more often. You can kind of sort of see the figure in action instead of seeing photos. I think photos are great, obviously, but when you see them like on camera, you're seeing how it, you know, in this case, how it glows. I think on film, it's going to be much better, especially when we're live. We can actually see your feedback, see what you guys are thinking. Not that it matters at this point because the figure is already created and we're going to have it on sale this upcoming week. Am I correct by saying that?
I hope so.
Yeah, so this week is when we're trying to shoot for the sale. I'm going to tell you that right off the bat. And the date in which we hope to sell this figure. Now,
don't say it. Don't.
You don't want me to say it?
No, because
okay,
if something happens,
I was thinking the same thing. That's why I was a little like, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So this figure hopefully will go up for sale this week. The reason why we are unsure is we are waiting for stickers to come in. What we've realized is that we need to get our butts in check when it comes to stickers and figures and everything else. Make sure that we have it plotted out and scheduled out just right. And we haven't gotten good at that yet. I think as a small two-person team, we're trying to get better at it. I mean, it happens. It happens.
Here's the thing.
What?
Here's the thing.
Okay.
We are typically good at that. Fairly good at it. Sometimes I drop the ball, but
yeah. I would agree with that.
The problem was we were planning our trip and I just completely forgot to order stickers.
That's okay.
It was crazy.
But,
it was so stupid.
We want to get better at it. We want to come up with some sort of spreadsheet or program in which it can kind of capture what we have ready and what needs to be done. And we're getting better at it. Like I said, we're two people. We're doing this all on our own. We have no help from anybody other than my son that helps wrap every once in a while, get packages out. It really comes down to Heather and I, and mainly Heather, because Heather handles the sales and the Shopify and all that stuff, whereas I'm more of the hype man. I'm more of the marketing planner. I try to put little videos together and things so we can share the figure that's about to come out, working with our friend Peter, the narrator, who will not be involved in this particular drop, mainly because we don't have the time. We need to get this figure out. What I will say is that the next figure, I think, after this one, which most likely will be the Pride figure, will have some sort of video or something associated with it. That's my plan. Speaking
of Pride, we have Pride merch all up on the website right now, and today is the last day for you to order. It is incredible. I love our Pride merch, and let me just tell you guys something. The Pride figure is amazing. If you miss out on this merch, you are going to be very upset that you did, especially once you see the figure. But I love having my merch to go with my figures. I think it makes it that much cooler.
I agree.
And I think you guys are going to lose it when you see this figure. It's so, so cool.
Yeah, the merch that we've devised, Heather and Noelle devised for the Pride figure, I think is really great. However, the Pride figure is a thing all in its own. I think you guys are going to love the Pride figure. It is one of the, I can't explain it, but it brightens up my day every time I see it. Like, it's just such a positively awesome, colorful figure, and I think you guys are going to love it. Travis Spalding, thank you. I did post a video of my son tonight on Instagram, and also on my personal Facebook. My kid, he's been away with his mom for a little while, so when he finally came back, and you know, today we were catching up, and
he's like 10 feet taller.
Yeah, he's like, every time he comes back after a couple weeks, he's taller.
He's taller than me.
Crazy. His voice is breaking now. But he grabbed the guitar, he sat down, and he played 3 songs. Cerise by the band Ghost, which is one of my favorites. He played Megadeth, which is Symphony of Destruction, which was very good. And then he played Metallica, Master of Puppets. And when he played Master of Puppets, I honestly, my whole head exploded. I could not even believe it, because he had played it months ago, actually maybe even a year ago. And I remember you could tell that he was trying to put it together. It sounded good, but he was still putting it together. But today, when he played it, it was just mind-blowing to me. So it was just a big shout out to my kid. So incredibly, I'm always proud of him, don't get me wrong, but I was so proud of him today when he grabbed that guitar. So many times that Max wanted to put that guitar down, and Heather and I were constantly saying, dude, do not put it down, keep playing, you will be super stoked, you know, down the road that you stuck to it. And I think today was a prime example of him being, you know, proud of himself. We were proud of him, but he was proud of himself. And I played the video back on my cell phone, or on Instagram or whatever.
Yeah, he was like, is that me?
Yeah, he couldn't even believe that it was him. He couldn't believe it was himself. So
he was like, when I play guitar, I focus on the playing. I don't like listen to it.
Right. Yeah, I mean, just, oh, the kid murdered it. So proud. So anyway, if you want to see that video, go on Instagram, check it out. I tagged Metallica and all the members. The only member I could not tag was James Hetfield, who's the lead singer. I don't know why you can't tag him, but I tagged everybody else. Maybe one of them will see it. Maybe give him a little like or some love. That's all. That's all I was looking for him. I thought that would be really cool for Max. So, Mischief Toys. So about, I don't know, a few weeks back, Heather and I were starting to kind of slow things down, both on the Gastlecast front and Mischief Toys front, so we could really focus on having a good time away on our vacation. By the way, our 5-year anniversary of being married. And what a trip it was. Mind-blowing, fun. I think I'd mentioned in the last live that Heather and I had a lot of time. I also mentioned this in my write-up on the Facebook group. If you're not there, go and join our Facebook group, Mischief Toys. I explained sort of what our trip was like, and it was a lot of fun, a lot of relaxation, but we also fit in time to talk about Mischief Toys and the growth of our business. And for me, it was a kind of a brain dump. Hey, Heather, here's all the ideas that I have. And for Heather, it was Heather's ideas. Okay, here's what I've got. And we sort of melded them together to figure out what our plans and course of action are from now through 2025. I mean, for the most part, we talked about everything. And we came up with some incredible shit, some really cool stuff. And I think you guys are going to be super, super excited for these upcoming events, in-person events, events in which we have certain figures available. New York Comic-Con, the event at New York Comic-Con, the Night of Mischief. We've got so much stuff coming your way, and I am super stoked. But we slowed down heavily, and now we're getting back into the swing of it. The wheels are now turning faster than ever. And tonight's figure that we're going to announce and show you for the very first time, which you got to see a glimpse of in like sort of an artwork form from our artist Noel, is something really special to sort of kick off the rest of the year.
Yes.
You were tapping me. I don't know. Did it?
I wasn't tapping.
Oh, I felt like you felt like you went like this. I thought you were talking to me. So, what is the figure? The figure is
fucking awesome.
It's really cool. It glows in the dark. It's something that, I hate to say this, but it was a bit of a blur for me about this figure, like how it even came to fruition. I feel like this was more of a Heather and Noel thing.
It was me.
Yeah, okay, so it was Heather.
I told you this is what I want to do, and I'm going to figure out how to do it. And as we've said quite a few times, like, we have had issues with glows. I mean, you guys know that from the Error Glow. And so we were able to do a couple of glows, as you guys saw, and I tried to explain to the manufacturer, like, I think this is how it should be done. And they didn't go that route, but they made it work.
Yeah.
And I'm very impressed. I'm
Yeah.
very impressed. So I actually, we're doing a bit more work when it comes to glows in general with them. I have some samples coming to really see exactly everything that they can do for us. And I'm hoping that that helps us in the future make decisions on what can and can't glow. Because I personally love glow, and I know you guys do too. So I think it would be really cool to see more glows, but this glow, you guys are gonna shit.
Yeah, we're waiting for, like Heather mentioned, last call or last live and then a little bit here, but we're having the manufacturer send us something to show what all their glow could look like.
Yeah, lots of samples.
A lot of sample stuff. So we can get an idea of like upcoming glows and kind of what we're able to do as a toy company. So hopefully very soon we'll have a better idea of what glows do work and what do not work, and what colors we can play around with. Because I have some really great ideas for glow in the dark, but I can't mess with it until I know what they can do.
Yeah, because the first time we messed with glow,
oh my God, what a disaster.
It was horrible.
Although you guys came to our aid in that situation, thank you so much to the fans of Mischief Toys. Unbelievable. You know, we had a figure that we had come up with, like, hey, let's do a glow-in-the-dark Gastly, like a common glow-in-the-dark Gastly.
Yeah, it was supposed to be just red glow.
And it came out such a mess. And all of you guys are like, oh my God, I don't care. I want to buy it. I don't care. And we were able to bring you something a little bit special with those Air Glow Gastlys. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
You guys make all of this happen. Obviously, you know that, because without you and having people interested in Mischief Toys wouldn't even be a thing. So you guys continue to help us do all the things that we want to do and excited to do, and make this dream continue to come true in these crazy, spurts that we've been up to here lately. And we got some really crazy shit. Look, we saw a picture, or shared a picture on our last Patreon call, of Mortem in toy form, unpainted, and the patrons were stoked. Like, super stoked.
He's going to be cool.
He's going to be super cool.
So I have some homework for you guys before we show this figure. I would like, number one, there's 200 of you here, but we have less than 60 likes. So I'd really, really, really love it if you guys would like this video. If you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe, but definitely like the video. And I also want to do a little vote. I want to know if you guys want to see this figure in glow form first, or if you want to see it in the light, like where we are right here. So do you want us to hold it in front of the camera as we are, or with the lights off? Very curious about that. I want to see how they want the reveal to be. But while I'm waiting for time to catch up and for, to see your guys' answers, I also would like to note that we are going to have some really cool merch come out with this figure. And I hope that you guys dig it as much as we do. I absolutely love it. I think that the designs are pretty unique. I wasn't quite sure what we were gonna do, but Noelle sort of like took the lead, and she killed it. Yeah. She did a very good job.
She did. Any of the merch glow?
The hat will glow.
Glows, okay. So the hat will glow. So there you go.
So,
oh my God, Mark Bates, thank you. Quit the day job, glow first.
Oh goodness.
We're literally at like almost like a 50-50 here.
It really is. I'm seeing regular glow, regular glow,
right.
regular glow.
Let's do this. I think that the best way of doing it is to show you the figure first.
I don't know. A lot of people are saying glow.
I'm saying show the figure first, and then we can kind of explain the idea behind the figure, and then we'll show the glow. Look, we're all going to win here. We're going to be able to see all of it.
Everyone wants the glow.
We'll be able to see. We'll be able to see both the glow and not glow.
Listen, guys, I'm fighting for the glow, but be mad at Chris.
I think it's better to see the figure first because then you get an idea of what the figure looks like, right?
It looks fucking awesome. What do you mean?
Yeah. Okay, so let's kick it off. So this figure is what we call, if you haven't gathered the information already, which a lot of you already did, this is X-Ray Gastly. So X-Ray Gastly this is a blue figure with almost like a lighter blue glow on top.
Just like an X-ray.
Just like an X-ray. So it looks like an X-ray. I actually took a picture today. It looks like a goddamn X-ray. It's unbelievable.
When do I show it?
Go ahead. Might as well. Yep, go ahead. So there is X-Ray Gastly. And X-Ray Gastly looks incredible glowing in the dark. I have seen multiple, I've taken multiple photos of this figure and kind of messed around with them. And the funny thing is every time I see a photo of it, it looks like an X-ray. Like when it glows, it looks like an X-ray. It's really, really weird looking. The glow on this is cool. So the base color of the figure is almost like a blue.
It's a navy blue.
Yeah, it's like a navy blue color. And then the glow is it looks like a really bright blue sort of color. It's a standout piece. I would say if you have a lot of different glow-in-the-dark pieces, in your collection of not even just Gastly, but just a bunch of things, I think he'll stand out amongst your collection of glow things. Here, I'll turn off the lights here.
Oh my gosh, Ordinary said, guys, I literally have a big surgery this week.
Really?
That's too funny.
Oh, that's so funny. So make sure you glow his horns.
I am.
Well. Yeah.
I'm glowing everything.
The box is really cool, but we're not going to show you the box here. I think that some of this stuff is really fun to see in person. So let's show the glow. Yeah, let's just show the glow. We'll go ahead and show the glow. So there is the glow. It's crazy because there are certain parts of this figure that really shine. The horns specifically really shine bright. Now, the whole body does. So when you have it in person, you'll see it really shining up bright. I think I have a picture here as well that'll help a little bit capture the glow. Because today I'm taking all these glams and everything of the figure. So this
it's so bright you can't even see it.
Yeah, you can't even see it on my phone. Oh my God, hold on. Let me see if I can turn this down a little bit. Yeah, you can barely make it out. But I'll have this on Instagram here very soon where you can see it. But here is, go ahead and show him again. I think he's glowed up well enough now. Yeah, there he is. As best as we can do in this room.
You can turn that red light off next to you.
Yeah, nah,
he's amazing.
Yeah, he's amazing.
So amazing.
Yeah, so this figure is super sick. I think you guys are going to be happy with him, seeing him in person. The box is really great. Noelle, as usual, killed it. There will be pins available as well with this figure. Is the pin glow in the dark?
Yes, it is.
The pin is also glow in the dark. We will have, what else is available for this? With shirt and hat?
There will be a shirt and I believe 2 hats.
Okay. Shirt.
He's awesome.
Cool. Excellent.
This is a really nice figure.
Yes, badass figure. I love glow figures. Glow figures are some of my favorite things amongst the collectible world. So I love anytime we can get it right. And I feel like with this one we got it right.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of questions.
Yeah, so our fan base is talking faster than I can. I would like to get to everything that we have available. So the shirt and the hat, the pin will be available. We also need to talk about the piece count.
Oh, okay. Well, that's that's the question you're getting the most.
So I know that you guys love blue, and I know that you guys love skeletons. I'm sorry, not blue. Glow. Also blue. People like the blue glow, but
Yeah.
people love glow. People love skeletons. So I decided to make the executive decision and make him a bit higher piece count. So he is a 400 piece count. It's the first 400 we've done in quite some time.
400 count? Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, so 400 piece count.
400 piece count.
Which is great because we have a lot of complaints, especially when we have something special like a glow-in-the-dark figure, where it sells out way fast, people get really upset, and they're like, oh my God, you didn't make enough. And I feel like for a glow-in-the-dark piece, 400 is a good piece count for a figure of this style, right? Of this magnitude.
So we do not have a date or time for the drop. We are hoping, as long as everything goes as planned, it will be this week. However, we are Mischief Toys, and unfortunately things don't go as planned. So I don't want to say this week and it not be able to be this week, but likely this week.
Yeah. So this week, I think our targeted date is probably toward the end of the week. Not the beginning of the week, the end of the week. We have to wait for stickers to come in. We have to then apply the stickers. I got something stuck in my throat. We have to apply the stickers to all the boxes. That's like one part of all of this. And then we have the stickers, of course, that go with the figures, right? They get shipped out with the figures. You know, the fun collectible stickers like the ones I have on the back of my phone here. So we'll have those as well. Coven drop is always a surprise if it happens. I don't think we're doing a Coven drop for this one.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Not for this one. Well, for those who are in the Coven, you guys know that we sort of do a random sort of, you know, what figures will be a part of a Coven drop. It isn't like we sit back and really analyze when we're going to do it or not. I feel like with this particular figure, it was one of those decisions where it's like, why even do it? There's 400 of them. I feel like everybody has a good chance of getting this one.
Well, not just that, but we just had so much Coven stuff thrown at everybody.
We have more Coven stuff coming as well.
Yeah, so I think that, you know, we'll just do one drop.
Yeah, we're trying to increase the amount of what we do for Coven. It's tough to keep up with Coven specifically because it's just tough to keep up with everything. We put in all these different, you know, figure orders and come up with all these different designs, and it's just so overwhelming sometimes for us in trying to keep up with things. Thank you, Sean McLaughlin. I appreciate that. LE count for the pin.
I'm not going to announce that tonight. We'll wait until we're ready to put everything out because I'm not quite sure if we'll do bundles or separate. I don't want to talk about that until Chris and I get all the details worked out. I'm a little bit flustered with this live because we're missing the stickers and I don't want to like hardcore commit to anything, but we were like super amped to show you guys this figure.
Well, we knew the sticker was coming in and we knew that it was time to drop something, so that's why we did it. Are you guys allowing individuals to re-up our Coven memberships that run out this year? The answer to that is no. So the idea with the Coven of Mischief is...
Hold on.
What?
So I don't know how to take that question.
They are wanting to know if they get the option to re-up. So their Coven of Mischief runs out. Can they click a re-up button?
Oh no. Okay. Right. So with the Coven, everybody will go after it at the same time.
Yeah, so it's like open season for Coven. The reason why we do that is that we just want to keep Coven a very special thing. It's great when people are in the Coven and they can, you know, they're excited about being in the Coven. And in my opinion, if you're going to do something really super special with the Coven, there should be a reason why it is special. And that means that you have to go after it. You have to get it. It isn't just an automatically Amazon re-up. There's just something cool about that, in my opinion. And this is all by my design. If you want to be mad at anybody, be mad at me over something like that. But I like the fact that it's like nothing is safe. Right?
Yeah,
you never feel safe when it comes to Mischief Toys. You never know what's going to happen. You never know what you're going to be able to get. You never know what you're going to miss. And I find that to be a very exciting thing. Heather, when is the next Coven membership open?
June.
June. So right around the corner, June is coming, and you will be able to sign up for the Coven of Mischief if you're not in it yet. And we will have, when the next Coven membership opens, we will have a brand new item that will be ready very shortly after, within just a day or so of the brand new Coven membership. We will have a new item to be purchased. So you're not going to want to miss it. Very special. What I want to do from henceforth, and I really have to get my shit together, but the idea is to have within, when you sign up for Coven, I want you to at least have 2 to 3 items that you can get within that time period, and then you also get early access to certain pieces as well. Yes. I want to ramp that up. I want to ramp up the amount of times that we go out and we're at conventions so we can give stuff away when you show us your coins. I want to do really super special things, and all I want to say to the Coven of Mischief and all of you guys out there, or future Coven of Mischief members, just understand that we are building something really great. It has been great so far, and I just want it to be better. And I think that over the next year or so, we're going to have exactly what my vision is. My vision is just such a huge thing that it's really hard to bring it to fruition exactly the way that I want it.
I think it's going to be something that constantly grows and evolves. Yeah. How do we know when our memberships are running out or going to expire? Very good question, Doug. So if you sign into your Mischief Toys account, you should be able to see when you purchased your Coven of Mischief membership. If you purchased in November or December of 2023, your membership runs out January of 2025. If you purchased last May, your membership will run up in June of this year, and you're gonna want to re-up once June comes around. We're only doing one re-up this year just based off of how last year went. We plan on doing a January-June each year. Now that could change in the future depending on how we alter things, but it should be January and June. And what's gonna happen is, I think this year, to make things easy, what I'm gonna do in the description is I'll give a time in the listing. So it'll say like June 2024 to June 2025.
Right.
So that way you can easily see based off of your order history, oh, this is when my order runs out, or my Coven membership runs out. I think that's how we'll do it. Jim, how do you sign up? It'll be a purchase. It'll be a purchase on mischieftoys.com. We will explain it here, of course. And we will also have a very good explanation written out in an email for everybody to see as well. We will also put it all over social media, but it'll be a purchase. It'll basically be like any purchase you make on mischieftoys.com, and I will likely, and this could change if I find a better way of doing so, but we will likely put it on the homepage only. Yeah. On mischieftoys.com, just to make it easy, centralized, and you're not asking, oh, is this merch or Gastly, because it'll just be right there, right on the homepage. Yeah, in the future, as we grow, I would like there to be almost like a profile-based thing where you can, if you sign up for Coven, you can sort of see your profile, see all the different information there, when it ends, and all of that, when it started, when it ends. But that'll come with time. Our website is sort of, I don't know, it's sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Like simple. It's it's very simplistic. I wanted it to be because it makes it easy for people to navigate, I think. But in the future, I like to grow the website, make it a little bit better. There's a couple things that we need to add to it. But I think the simplicity needs to stay, yeah. Is the Coven going to have the same number of spots, or will it have slightly... May I answer that? Yeah. Okay, so will the Coven have the same number of spots, or will it be slightly more than last time? We're keeping the number low, and we never disclose what the number is, but we like to keep the number low as it is important to the Coven of Mischief. Primitive is a good word. Thank you, Nigon. I want to keep the Coven very small, and because that's what keeps it interesting.
low piece counts. In fact, talking about low piece counts. If you guys are low piece count fans, this year we'll be bringing low piece counts to some of the events that we're going to be running. I can't get too much into it, but we're going to be doing super, super, super low piece counts, and I think it's going to blow your socks off. I really, really do. Yes, this is a Back to the Future 2 mouse pad. It looks like the hoverboard. It actually says hoverboard on it. I love it. It's really awesome.
Can a membership be flipped? No, absolutely not.
No, you can't flip a membership. In fact, there have been people who have tried to do that, and we basically tell the people who purchase or whatever that no, it does not come with, like, no, it doesn't work. It doesn't work like that.
If you buy like I guess you have a coin, but you on the website, it belongs to that person.
Right.
The membership belongs to that person.
We want to make it worth it to those who are signing up for the Coven of Mischief. We want that membership to mean something. And for us to grow that number and make it like a huge number, and to just allow everybody in all at one time, and just make those pieces ridiculous, very high number, it just kind of defeats the purpose of Coven of Mischief. So we're trying to keep it as small as we can with the amount of fans that we have, within the Mischief Toys world. And in the future, Coven of Mischief may evolve and change into something entirely different. But for now, that is sort of the focus, is to keep very low piece counts, make it very exclusive, make it very fun. Any chance you guys would do a comic book? Yeah, 100%. I was actually in a conversation with a comic book artist, and we had something really good going. And dude, literally, I'm not even bullshitting, dropped off the face of the planet. I cannot get a hold of the guy anymore. I've emailed him. I messaged him through different platforms. I don't know if it's like he is too busy for us or he has no interest anymore. And if that's the case, that's fine. But
communication is key in my opinion.
Yeah, communication is great. I think he may have had more problems than we thought. This is off the hip. When I was talking to him, something didn't seem right with him. His art was amazing. He seemed like a really great, talented dude, but it just didn't work out. So we'll have to figure that out. I have a lot of dreams and aspirations for Mischief Toys. I think Gastly can go a very long way. I think our characters that are in his world can go a very long way. I have some really big dreams for Mischief Toys.
Me too.
Very big dreams. Yeah.
Funko 999, how much is it? How much is what? This or the Coven membership? So if you're referring to the Coven membership, we try to make it make sense. Last year it was $35, and it was shipped. We give you a coin. Well, gave you a coin. And it was shipped for free within the U.S. Outside of the U.S. had to pay for shipping. And I think I said it was $35.
Yeah.
But essentially each year it might be different depending on what we do, like what the item is. It could be another coin, it could be a pin, it could be just a packet of little, like, anything. Like maybe some stickers and a lanyard one time. It could be anything that we feel makes sense. I would like to change it up every once in a while. I think that would be very cool. But the cost of the membership will just depend on what that actual item is. And for now, we're going to promise one Coven exclusive item, plus of course access into the Coven of Mischief, where you can buy exclusive merch like our lanyards, our clothing collections, etc. But like Chris mentioned earlier on this live, we would like to give more than just one Coven of Mischief, either figure or plush each year. And some people might have a Coven of Mischief membership, and during their time frame that they're within the Coven, maybe they'll get two super exclusive items like a figure or plush, or maybe they'll get three. It just all depends on what we create. But for right now, we're promising 100% one exclusive item. Period.
Yeah, right now, but like I said earlier, I want to amp it up. I'd like to do it at least 3 times within the membership in that time frame. I think we could do I'm talking about pins and figures and all those.
Yeah,
other things
but I don't like to make promises unless things are already lined up. So the promise is 1 figure minimum. Could be a figure and a plush. Could be 2 figures and a plush. Could be a figure and a plush. And
a pin.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
So,
yeah. And we're working on that. There's a lot that goes into it, but I feel like we're getting to a good spot. As I mentioned previously, there's a lot going on here. Okay. Not only are we doing X-Ray Gastly and putting him up this week for you guys to get your hands on, but there's a lot going on around here. Heather and I are working, really hard to get our warehouse up and running. We're working real hard to get to a good place for ourselves so we can, fully focus our attention on Mischief Toys because it needs a lot of attention. And I want to make sure that we have a good schedule for the entire year for all sorts of cool things to come out and for you guys to get excited. And what I really want to do is I want to do a range of things. I want it to be where you basically grab all the things that you want, and there may be some things that are for others that aren't directly for you. And I think that's what makes it exciting. It brings in a lot of different people who like a lot of different things, and I want to grow on that. That's what makes all of this fun. Not only just the low numbers, right? Not only just low numbers, but also just cool or fits perfectly in your collection of things. You may be a person who steps in and you have Stranger Things Funko Pops, and you're like, oh, they're so great. And then here's a Gastly like creature looking thing. Oh, that fits perfectly in with my Stranger Things collection, right? So that's sort of what I'm after. I'd like to fit Mischief Toys in everybody's collection in one way or the other without feeling like you have to buy every single Mischief Toy shop. That's kind of where my head's at, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean, there's always going to be completionists.
Yeah.
Always. So, there will always be completionists, but I like the idea of having a little bit of something for everybody.
100%. Let me tell you something. One real, I'm a real weird person sometimes when it comes to collectibles, and I'm kind of all over the place. I've always been that way in all the things that I like, and when it comes to collectibles, it's like I want to see some things that I'm super like into personally. Like what would I like to see in a collectible form? And when we design these different things, not necessarily X-Ray because that was sort of a Heather thing, but there are certain things we come up with like Demonstro, Initiation Demonstro, right? We come up with these certain things, and I'm like, this is exactly what this is exactly what I want in my collection, and to see that you guys get excited about it is really something else. That is so special to me, to see that people are excited about these collectibles that you and I are coming up with off the, that comes directly from our crazy collector minds.
Yeah.
That's what makes it fun.
It's a whole lot of fun.
Yeah.
I really enjoy doing what we do.
Me too. It's a blast. The really big thing for me though is this whole deal we got going on with Guar. I'm super stoked over that. Oh my God. I wish that we could show photos and we could share everything here, but we can't. There's so many cool things that are wrapped up into that behind the scenes right now. We're constantly having meetings and doing all this stuff. It makes Mischief Toys just feel like the reality of Mischief Toys. Kind of coming to fruition, like Mischief Toys becoming a real name out there in the world of collectibles. And when you talk about Guar, personally, Guar is such a huge, thing for me. And knowing that we're working with them and they're, on board with, the figure, the box designs that we've come up with, the story. I developed a story and I handed it off to them, and they made virtually no changes to it. They just completely entrust us with their licensing and then their characters. It's unbelievable. It's huge. It's huge. It is, for me personally, it is the biggest thing that we are doing and what we will be doing for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so excited about it.
Is the figure Coven exclusive? No. If it were Coven exclusive, We would have said that 100 times by now.
Yeah,
No,
we
it's
would have
not
attached
Coven
that.
exclusive.
Yeah, right.
It is for everybody.
Absolutely.
And he's amazing and lovely.
Thank you,
and
Adam Ang.
wonderful.
Adam Ang, X-Ray Gastly, 400 pieces, will be available for everyone. Gore and Gastly were meant to be together, 100%.
Absolutely, yeah.
Thank you, Lucky Duck.
That was a big part of Chris's inspiration.
Big time. Yeah, big time. Let's see. Do we have any other questions here? Let's take a look here. Is X-Ray closer to the original version of Skeleton? Actually, no.
No, this is the paint job that we did for Be Mine Gastly.
Yeah. So it's the Be Mine Gastly skeleton. The original skeleton, I don't think we ever reused that, right? No.
No, he had pants on.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he had pants on. He was a skeleton with pants.
It was a skeleton
Which
with
was
pants.
fun.
That's right.
So Lucky Duck asked if we have a date. We have not given a date yet. Chris pushed us to show this guy, which I was in full agreement with because I've been so excited. It's always difficult when we have things to show but can't show them yet.
Yeah.
We've had this guy, I mean, goodness, we've had these in our possession for a very long time now, along with a lot of other things.
And that's typical of toy companies, though. I mean,
Yeah.
the reality of it is a lot of toy companies like us, bigger or smaller, they have all these products sort of ordered all at one time, and they're ready and wait, sitting in a warehouse somewhere, or in our, situation, a back bedroom.
Yeah.
So they have all these, different products lined up and ready to go. Heather and I, the reason why I'm so focused on Heather and I getting out of our day jobs and into Mischief Toys is that we had found ourselves sort of a little bit behind on what we wanted to do for this year into 2025, specifically like early 2025 on to the next year, because we really should be way far ahead than we are, but we're getting there. We actually have done some really big things in terms of ordering, getting some creativity together, getting our art together with Noelle. I feel like we are killing it right now, and we are more prepared, I think, than ever right now. Mm-hmm. More prepared than ever. Yeah.
So, Dean asked a very good question. What is being shown on the live this weekend? And we were actually, funny story, shitty story, because I completely forgot. So our Patreon call, we originally scheduled for this past Saturday, and we were going to show this guy. And I completely forgot that we had a concert to go to on Saturday, so we had to push it to next weekend. So we're not going to announce what exactly we are showing next weekend on the Patreon call. If you're not a patron, head over to patreon.com/Gastlecast to find out all the ways you can support the channel. We have different tiers 1 through 4. Please read the descriptions as to what you get for each of those tiers. We don't want there to be any confusion. Our Patreon calls are for levels 2, 3, and 4. So it's $5, $10, and $20 a month tiers, and the higher you go, the more perks you get. So it's very fun. It supports this channel so much more than you guys could even comprehend. We appreciate every single person who does support us through Patreon. But we often show Mischief Toys stuff. And this month, I'm not even quite sure what we're going to show. We haven't fully discussed it.
I have ideas. I have an idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about it, but I think you forgot. But
No, I remember. I just
okay.
don't think it was like fully solidified.
Right, yeah. No, we have something really cool to show. The Mischief Toys side of things for Gastlecast Patreon is a really big deal. So Mischief Toys was sort of kind of wrapped into Gastlecast Patreon from the very beginning. And it was our way to show, here is sort of an idea, or here's sort of an upcoming thing that we're working on. What do you guys think about it? And it was sort of our, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, not, I was going to say think tank, but I don't think that's the root.
You
but,
always call them guinea pigs.
like, yeah, sort of like, I don't know, I hate using that too, but guinea pigs, kind of showing you what we're doing and then hearing feedback and seeing if you guys are liking what we're doing, or you don't like what we're doing, or here's the change that you'd like to see, so on and so forth. And I think that makes it really good for Mischief Toys. It makes it really easy for us, because then we know where the right way to go and the wrong way to go. And all we want to do is make sure that we are creating things that people are into just as well as we are. So I think Patreon has been a super success story as far as that goes, and I really appreciate all of you guys for patrons for being there, for giving us your input and ideas and thoughts and everything. It means a lot. It's a really big deal. So patreon.com/Gastlecast. Go and check it out. Yeah, focus group. Perfect. Thank you, Michael. And Michael, by the way, to answer your question, yes, there is a pin associated with this figure. We haven't shown it yet. We're not giving the piece count on that yet either. We will show that sometime this week, right? So right around the time of the sale, maybe?
Whenever we announce it.
Yeah, whenever we announce it.
We'll have, like, fully announce it, the date and the time and everything. I did see a couple of people ask what time it will drop. Typically we drop in the morning or early afternoon. We plan on keeping it that way. It just works very well for our schedules, being able to, get things wrapped and packed and everything. So yeah, typically pretty early on in the day.
Yeah.
A lot of people were wanting to see him up close again.
Under a glow or?
Both.
Both? Okay,
Yeah.
Sean, go ahead.
You guys want to see?
There he is up close. Oh, back it up a little bit. There we go. Perfect.
So he is a navy blue with a light blue. It's weird. It's showing up like white on camera. But
What's showing up white? His
skeleton.
Skeleton, yeah.
So he's navy blue. He looks more of a royal blue in the camera right now. What is happening?
Yeah, I don't know.
Babe, get behind me.
Oh, I haven't heard you say that in a while.
But yeah, he looks more white in the camera, but he is a light blue. He's amazing. We will get you all very, very, very awesome pictures of him. It's like a baby blue on a navy blue. Oh my gosh, he's so cool.
Do we go to Dallas Fan Expo? No, we're on the East Coast, so we don't get very far from the East Coast, but we hope that when we're fully focused on Mischief Toys, that we can change that and go to, well, the West Coast specifically. I really want to get out there. But also, the middle of the U.S., some places, just doing all sorts of stuff. No, there are no chases for Gastly. We are fully against it. That is, something for a lot of the, I don't know what that is. That is something that a lot of other companies are using as the whole chase variant. I find it interesting just to make a figure, limit the piece count, and kind of go with that.
Dean has a very interesting question.
Okay.
Will his merch shirt be dark blue also? So, I voted for dark blue, but Chris said no, let's keep it black. So what I'm thinking of doing is just do a dark blue and do a black version. And then people can choose which ones they want.
Whatever one they want, yeah.
Yeah.
So there you can see the charge sort of dying. That's
It's
pretty
so
typical.
crazy.
It's pretty typical with glow.
It stays very, on his horns.
Yeah, very. But as you can see, the charge is still there. Because you get that initial, really bright, and then it sort of dies off. But as you can see, it's still there. Which in person, it's still there. The glow on this guy is really great. Now, it looks to me that the face, it's a little bit, it looks lighter in person. Like, it looks lighter as I'm glowing it. See? The arms, the legs, and the horns are pretty bright, but the face and the body are a little bit lighter. But I think that is what makes it look really awesome, because the horns are so bright on this figure. The horns really stand out. It's badass. It really is badass. I cannot wait for you to see it in person, because it's hard to explain it when I have it here on camera. But he's a super sick figure. Super sick figure.
Awesome. Oh my gosh. So we actually have 2 comments about us going to Dragon Con.
Oh my God!
No,
Look,
thank you.
Look,
to be honest.
We reached out to Dragon Con because a lot of you guys were saying that, and thank you for bringing it up because
We love Atlanta.
It allowed, we love Atlanta. We love going to Georgia, and our dream is to eventually move to Georgia and live there at some point in the future. I don't know when, but some point. Well, a lot of you guys are like, hey, check out Dragon Con. Dragon Con is really great. So we reached out to Dragon Con. And I got to tell you,
be careful what you say.
I have never received such. I don't even know how to explain it. It was so. Would you say that the reply was judgmental or like negative or what?
It was like
it was like
felt,
you're not good enough to come to our show. It's like kind of how it felt.
No, it
was
felt
really weird.
like we are too good.
No, Dragon Con is too good, right?
Yeah,
Dragon Con is too good.
We,
for us.
Dragon Con, we're just too good. We're high and mighty, so you'll have to work for it. And I looked at my phone, and I was like that was my exact face. And I was like, what the fuck? And I told Chris, because sometimes, like, through text, things are easily misinterpreted. I know that sometimes I come across as, like I'm a very dry humor person.
Yeah.
And I find that in text, it doesn't come out very well. Like, it's hard to read. And even, like, when I'm speaking, like, sometimes I don't know how to, like, portray that I'm joking. And it might come off more harsh than I actually mean it. So I'll often, like, if I feel like I might be misinterpreting something, I tell Chris, I'm like, can you look at this? So I handed him my phone, and he was like, what the fuck? And we just didn't reply. It wasn't good.
No. So you know what? I don't even care if they come and see us talking about this. I don't care if anybody goes back and says we're saying these things. They really treated us like shit, and it really turned me off. It made me feel like I may not ever want to go to Dragon Con ever, like even as a patron, nor as a company would I ever want to deal with Dragon Con. We spoke with a couple of people who have worked at Dragon Con or worked booths at Dragon Con, and they basically were like, that's exactly just how they are. That's how they roll. They're very too good for everybody. That's kind of how they operate. And personally, we're a new company, and how do you, in my opinion, if you're going to run a show, how can you expect to bring in new blood, have a new fan base sort of troll or come through your convention if you're not accepting of new companies like Mischief Toys? Like, to me, that's just a bad business decision. There should be a way of figuring that stuff out. So with them treating us the way that they did, the way that they came off, to us, why am I going to go spend my money to go there, work my butt off to stand in their convention and sort of, rep Dragon Con? Why am I going to go do that if I'm going to be treated in the way that we were treated? So, as far as I'm concerned, don't give a shit about going to Dragon Con. I am good without being at Dragon Con. I am more excited about New York Comic Con, and I really, really, really want to be at C2E2. I think that we can get to C2E2. If there is any way that you guys are able to vote for new companies being at C2E2, I'm just speaking off the top of my head right now. If you're able to figure that out, or you see it pop up, please vote for Mischief Toys to be there. We're going to try our hardest. We know somebody who we can reach out to for C2E2, and we're going to try to get in there. So next year, you may see Mischief Toys at C2E2, and if you do, we'll do a spectacular, fun event as we always do. So, hey, make it happen, right? Mm-hmm. And I really want to build up the amount of conventions that we go to per year. 2 to 3 would be just a perfect number for me. because obviously we do a lot here, marketing on the channel. We do a lot of stuff on Instagram, but being at shows and being able to see you in person and meet people and hug you and give you a handshake and get pictures with you and sign stuff, which is mind-blowing that people even want our autographs. Doing all of those things is such a huge thing for me, and I'm so appreciative that we are able to do what we do. So the shows, if we can get out to more shows, I would be stoked. That would be super awesome. Yeah.
Justin McKenzie. I'm fairly confident that this is now my all-time favorite Gastly.
Oh, that's awesome.
And glow-in-the-dark and blue. Trifecta achieved as far as I'm concerned. Can't wait to get this fig and the pin. Mischief Toys forever.
Oh, so, Justin, you're so sweet.
That
man.
is
Thank
incredibly sweet.
Thank you.
However, I feel like we've just lost a customer. Once he gets his hands on this, that's it. That's all he needs. That's all his favorite things are
back on Mischief Toys.
Yeah, we can't do anything better according to Justin.
Oh no! Now I'm a little worried. Nathan Heckman said, "Dude, T2E2 is only 2.5 hours away. I'd love that. Yeah, hell yeah. I would love to do it. I've never been to Chicago. I told Heather, if we were able to come out there and do that show, that I would at least like to tag on a few days where we can sort of check out Chicago, see what it's all about, and have a good time.
Yeah.
Because that's what we do when we go to New York. We try to fit in some time."
Yeah, and I think this year we'll probably spend a little bit more time there because it's always such a rush. Like, even if we get there, like last year, I think we got there on Monday.
Yeah.
And it was just rushing the whole time.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Because Monday evening we got there, we basically got dinner, hung out with Nick for a little bit, and went to bed. And then Tuesday was set up, Wednesday was more set up, Thursday's the show, Friday's the show, Saturday, then Sunday.
You push the fast forward button.
It's crazy.
Pretty much. Patrick, dude, it was great meeting you too, man. Love you too, dude.
It's so crazy that you're so close.
I know.
And it was the first time we met last year.
I know, it's weird, but you're a great guy. Seriously, it was great talking to you and meeting you for the first time. And that's kind of, a lot of you guys here that are hanging with us even right now. We were able to, Funko News Canada as an example. I just see his name kind of fly past. Nikki Papadop. A lot of these guys, girls, just awesome people. I love getting all of you guys in the same room for Night of Mischief. And this Night of Mischief, I'm going to keep amping up Night of Mischief until we finally get the ticket sales, which is really
killer.
The ticket sales really isn't that far away. The event isn't even that far away at this point. I mean, I feel like we're so close to it now. But this event is going to be fucking insane. If you are a Mischief Toys fan, this is the event to go to. If you're not there, you are missing it. Let's just say that I'm trying to put on the greatest collectibles event ever. And I feel like that I'm going to be able to do it. I feel like I'm going to have you guys walking away with your minds blown, walking away with something to talk about, enough photos, enough video, just meeting each other and talking to each other, making it a connected collective of collectors that are excited about just having fun, being a part of the same thing, being in the world of collectibles. I think that Night of Mischief will be the event to be at that will really blow the top off of just everything that Mischief Toys does. And by the way, next year we're going to have the Maryland event. And the Maryland event, if New York Comic Con is huge, which it's going to be, the Maryland event is going to be even bigger. The Maryland event is going to include so many incredible, I would say that it's almost to borderline bizarre shit. And to the point that you guys are going to love it. And it's going to be another talked about event. And that's sort of what I want Mischief Toys to be. It is every time we meet up, it is a celebration of Mischief Toys. It is a celebration of you, the collectors, who love Mischief Toys and collectibles in general. And a celebration of us being able to be together all in one big gigantic room with Heather and I, you guys, like kind of like this live chat right here, but we're actually physically together. And to me, that is the biggest part. Years ago when we started this thing, we talked about going to New York Comic Con, and when we went there for that very first year, and we met up at this small bar in New York. People were there, and what a crazy experience that was, because we didn't think that it was ever going to be like people in a room excited about Mischief Toys. Like, to me, that was fucking like not even that wasn't even in the cards. And then last year's New York Comic Con event, Night of Mischief, was just like crazy, like bigger than I ever thought it would be. This year is going to be just crazy shit.
Yeah,
crazy
it's gonna be awesome.
Epic crazy shit.
Any chance we know the Night of Mischief? No. So we plan on announcing that when we can.
Can I make one mention?
I don't know.
So all I'm going to say is that, and this is again all up in the air.
Can you please?
No, hold on. I'm going to just say it because I don't think it's a bad thing to say. Our aim was for Thursday. That was our aim. Now I don't know if that's actually going to happen or not, but that is our aim. Because I think Thursday would be the best time to do it, because people are just getting to New York Comic Con. It is a great way to kick off the convention. It's a great way to kick off Mischief Toys at New York Comic Con.
Now, with that being said, again, we have no idea if that will happen. We're pending details on a place. We are pending details on a price. We will not know until August, most likely. Or we at least won't announce it. We'll hopefully know by July. I'm hoping by July you and I know so we can plan a bit better, but we probably won't announce until August.
Donut Lord, will there be women at these events? Asking for a friend. So
please don't harass our customers.
What I was going to say is that there are everybody. There are all sorts of people who are going to be at this thing.
That's a weird question. Are you okay?
He's looking to pick up somebody who loves Mischief Toys and Gastly. I get it. Totally understand. Will there be boba at these events?
I wish. I have not found a New York or New Jersey boba place that meets my standards. And my standards are very high.
Maybe we can find a boba truck that'll come to the Maryland event. I don't know. We'll see what we can do.
You know what? I bet you my girl would hook it up.
Maybe.
I bet she would.
Maybe. Oh, thank you, Jim. Jim says, you truly are a Mischief Toys visionary. I love it. Thanks, man. That means a lot.
Just bouncing off Funko News Canada. Okay. Yeah. He's looking for boba. You're looking for a little,
Just said, ha. So many babes. There's a lot of babes there. And let me tell you something. I'm sitting right next to her. She's the main babe of the whole thing, but she mine.
Yeah, can you please clarify that they're not allowed to go after me? Please let Donut Lord know.
Fucking Donut Lord's gonna be after Heather. It's gonna be fucked up.
I heard there was a really hot babe here.
Will there be food? Well, the real question is, will there be food? So at the Maryland event, we definitely expect there to be food. At the New York event, I think it'll be more or less, we'll have finger foods like last year.
Hold on. I don't want to talk about that so much. We will get more into the food. I know they'll definitely, wherever we choose, they will definitely have a menu for you to purchase your own food from.
Right.
All of what we did last year, we had, I think, enough food for like 60 people. Apparently it was gone in like no time. But that was all paid for by us. I mean, granted, everybody gave, I think it was like $10 for their tickets, but that didn't even cover the food. So I'm trying to make this event affordable. However, with what we have planned, it will not be cheap. I will just say that right now. It's not going to be a $10 ticket. It's not going to be a $20 ticket or a $50 ticket. It's going to be more than that. I don't have details on how much it will be, but it will 100% be more than that. But trust me, very well worth it. But with that being said, depending on what all we plan will depend upon the ticket price. So adding food just adds more cost.
Chicken sandwiches?
So no.
That's what Sam Bird asked.
No chicken sandwiches.
No chicken sandwiches.
ideally, I would love to have food. I think the most we might do, and this depends on what I can find in the area, but I'd like to see if there's like a Costco or BJ somewhere and get like dessert type stuff and set that out, because that's what we did for our wedding, and it was amazing. We had like brownies and cookies and the little macaron sandwiches, stuff like that. I think that would work really well. But again, wherever we choose, we'll have a menu so you can choose what you want to eat.
Jess, so Jess is a local. She's a very good friend of mine. She's asking about, is it going to happen at Crabtown? Night of Mischief at Crabtown. The answer is no. However, we found a really good place, and we're still working on it. A really good place here in Maryland that I think will be able to house the shenanigans that we are planning. And we're going to need a lot of local help for that Maryland event, and we might even be reaching out to you, Jess. So just so you know. When's the next one going to be in Australia? I wish. Heather and I, more specifically me. I think Heather could get on an airplane. I really do. But me, I am like unbelievably fearful of airplanes.
I don't
flying.
know. You say that, I almost shit on Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. So
I'm really bad. I have a hard time with flying, and it really limits what I can do. It limits what we can do as a toy business, and it's frustrating. It's a little depressing for me. And I was talking to my dad about this the other day, oddly enough. And he was like, you should really try to find a way to navigate your whole, flying problem, your flying fear. And, excuse me, and he's right. I really need to work on it. Maybe it means I have to go somewhere and talk to somebody or get medication so I can get on an airplane. I don't know. Who knows? Oh, thank you, Jason Steven. You're so awesome. But look at this. I love when people are like, man, I will be there. I'll help you. You guys are, blah, blah, blah. You guys are awesome. I appreciate that. Every time I met Chris, I leave with a huge erection. Can't wait till the next time. CJ Rock says. I have an erection too. I don't know what that means about me and you, but all right.
Okay. So Donut Lord can't claim me, but you can run off with
I'm running off with CJ Rock.
Good.
Yeah, that's right.
Great.
Dude, flying is the least of your trouble. Should be worried about the snakes. Yeah, no shit. The snakes on the plane. Do you have to drive more than 3 miles? Possibly.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Not much.
You guys would be very welcome over here. Oh, dude, thank you. That's so sweet. I will say this. I will work my butt off to be able to get to Australia one of these days. I don't know if we can get there in a capacity of like being Mischief Toys and running our business at a convention in Australia. I think that would be super expensive and probably would be the exact opposite of a small toy company. But I would certainly like to come over there and visit Australia. I mean, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
That's a dream of mine personally.
A dream of mine would have been to be in Paris the last 4 nights, but unfortunately Chris wouldn't take me. In case you guys miss it, that's where Taylor Swift has been.
Oh my God, Chris Grist. I have been showered with Allen's gummies, and they are the best. And I just appreciate all of you guys for sending me the gummies. Dean Blockley sent me some. Chris Grist sent me some as well. Just thank you. It's funny, just a side note. I took some of the gummies to work because I wanted to share that. I have a team. I manage a team at my day job. And I went to, took my team these bags of the gummy snacks, and I basically had them in a room in sort of a meeting. I'm like, try these out. And they did, and they're like, oh my God, these are unlike any fruit snack, gummy things I've ever had. And I was like, I'm telling you, they're so different, right? And the one dude said, they are refreshing. They're a refreshing gummy. He goes, they're so far different than what is here in the United States. Completely agree with that. In the United States, they're too much sugar.
Yeah.
So those gummies are amazing. Allen's gummies are the best. If I could just
do it,
I need to do an Allen's.
And I don't even like.
I want to do an
gummies
Allen's
that
gummies Gastly. I need to work with Allen's.
That'd be fun.
Because their gummy snacks are the best on the planet. No friggin' doubt.
Okay.
No doubt.
2 questions. Jess asked, who traveled the farthest for the Maryland event? That is hands down 100% Carlos, who traveled from California.
Yep, he sure did.
He flew in.
He sure did.
Yep, but there were people that came in from very far away. Goodness,
Nathan Heckman drove.
Came from a long time.
It was like 8 hours each way?
Yeah.
Or something like that?
8 or 9.
Or 9?
Something crazy. And then someone, Dis Life with Joy came.
Yeah,
She flew in.
Yep.
Yeah, people
drove and flew a
very
long way. Yeah, to be with us.
It's incredible because, you know, everybody knew, like, it's a Maryland themed event, right?
Yeah.
So it was really cool. It made me happy.
You want me to tell you who was most overwhelmed than anybody else in the room? Our parents. Heather's dad and his girlfriend and my parents. 10 and a half.
Holy
Nathan Heckman.
shit.
Holy crap. That one way, by the way.
Yeah, that's insane.
My parents, Heather's, parents, all just blown away over the amount of enthusiasm, love and support, and just the love that was in the room. To me, it was overwhelming. It was the coolest thing that we've ever done, and it was the most last-minute thing that we've ever done. No planning at all. I sort of stood in the front of the room with Heather, doing just random-ass giveaways, doing Maryland event sales. I can't even put into words. It was just so crazy.
And Nick had to become, like, our guy.
Yeah.
Again, like, from New York Comic Con, because we didn't, like, people kept saying, oh, do you guys need help? And we're like, no, we don't think it's going to be that crazy. People packed the fucking place, packed it to the brim. I every time I think about that event, I can't even believe it.
I can't believe
It's crazy.
Look,
it's
Jess,
cool.
Jess said, me and your sister stayed in the back with our eyes so big. That's amazing. So Jess has been around in my life since I was like we were in 6th grade.
I love
So
Jess.
we grew up together. One of my best friends, just having her there was really special. My family, because she is family. My family, my sisters, mom and dad, being there, my nephew, and my niece. They were. Benji wasn't there, wasn't he?
No, he wasn't.
Yeah. Okay. So my one nephew. Everybody there was just like, Jesus Christ! I couldn't even believe it. What a shocker.
Yeah.
Hysteria greater than Night of Mischief 2023. Wow. Well, I promise you that this Night of Mischief will be better even than the previous Maryland event and Night of Mischief 2023. You guys are going to have your balls blown off, frankly. It's going to be exciting. I will say that prepare yourself. The ticket price for this event will not be like it was in the past. First time was $0 practically. Second time was like $10.
Yeah. Third time, we're jumping up a lot, baby.
This time, it'll be substantial.
It's for a reason. And one other thing I wanted to mention, because we've been hyping up Night of Mischief so much, but New York Comic Con, man, you guys want to go to all 4 days for sure. If you can swing it, be there. If you're a Mischief Toys fan, I said it a few months ago, but we're gonna blow the fucking roof off the place.
Let's just say that you're gonna have something. You'll have something fun for each day at New York Comic Con. You're gonna want to be at Mischief Toys booth every single day, and it is something that Heather and I have been putting together. It's all by design. We don't want you to come by Mischief Toys booth one day out of the 4-day weekend. We want you to come by every single day, and we want you to have a good reason to come by every single day. I'm going to give you a very small secret. Your secret is make sure you have Mischief Toys merch. Mischief Toys with t-shirts and hats. Just keep that in mind. I'm not going to give you any more details, but keep that in mind. Will it also be a Guar show? Oh my God, I would love it to be a Guar show. That would be the greatest thing ever. My dream is to have an event where Guar plays. That is my personal dream.
That'd be
If I could
cool.
have that happen, I would urinate and poop in my pants.
So Chris mentioned before he interrupted me before I could even get words out, so it wasn't technically an interruption, but he mentioned Mischief Toys merch. You're gonna want it from New York Comic Con. Speaking of merch, I just want to remind everybody, you have 7 minutes to put your orders in for Pride merch. We have a gorgeous shirt, and we have dad hats and snapback hats. And our hats are beautiful. So it has our this year's Pride logo on the front and Mischief Toys on the back of the hats in like a rainbow thread. They're stunning. They're very high quality. Everything that we do is high quality. They're gonna be beautiful. I can't wait to get them in hand. I can't wait until you guys get them in hand. So make sure you place your orders. The reason we did it so soon ahead of Pride Month is so that hopefully you get your merch before Pride Month or at the start of Pride Month.
So you would recommend not just doing your event. I was thinking about that and not doing NYCC. I would suggest doing everything.
If you love Mischief Toys, be at the event and New York Comic Con.
Be on New York Comic Con all 4 days.
If you just want to experience a little bit of Mischief Toys, Night of Mischief is going to be incredible. It will definitely quench your Mischief Toys thirst. That's the most disgusting analogy I could come up with in the moment. Did I do good?
100%. 100%.
But New York Comic Con is going to be the biggest convention
Visit?
so far.
Yeah.
We're going to have a lot of fun.
It's going to be epic. You're not going to want to miss it. Right?
Yeah.
But, look, the conversation isn't about New York Comic Con because we got a little bit of ways from that. The conversation is X-Ray Gastly, which I'm about to post up photos here very soon of X-Ray Gastly, both in non-glow and glow form. That way you can see him up close and personal. One of our very favorite figures. If you love skeletons, if you love glow in the dark, this figure is definitely going to be for you. There's merch involved with the glow in the dark hat. There's also a pin involved that glows in the dark. More information to come later this week about both of those other things. But this figure will be up for sale sometime this week, probably more or less towards the end of the week. We're waiting for stickers to come in so we can finish up the job, get all the boxes stickered, and also have those stickers that we can throw into the box as a little extra fun.
Yes.
Okay? Look, check out mischieftoys.com right now. Buy your Pride merch, as Heather mentioned.
And
It's
sign
available.
up for that newsletter because that is where you will be able to see first when our X-Ray Gastly is going up for sale. Oh my God!
What are you doing?
I have very slippery pants on apparently. But we will give you the most up-to-date information in our email newsletter. We will also post it in the Mischief Toys Facebook group and on our Instagram at Mischief Toys. Speaking of Instagram, if you don't follow us on Mischief Toys Instagram, follow us now. Very, very, very soon we are coming out with something super duper cool, very interactive for you guys. And I think you're gonna dig it. And it will be Instagram only. It'll be cool. We'll announce it very soon. We'll talk a bit more about it very soon.
Lots more social media related things for Mischief Toys coming soon. We will announce those, and I think you guys are going to like them. X-Ray Gastly is coming. Check out patreon.com/Gastlecast if you want to see some new Mischief Toys things. We will be showing some new Mischief Toys things past X-Ray Gastly this upcoming weekend, which is May the 18th. At 9 p.m. Eastern. If you're a patron at levels 2, 3, and 4, you can join the Patreon Google Meet call at 8 p.m. and hang out until 9 p.m. with fellow patrons for the cocktail hour. And then we come on live at 9 and we hang out for a couple of hours, showing off all sorts of Mischief Toy stuff, doing giveaways, and just having general fun conversation. Come and join us. Have a good time with us. It's going to be a blast. Don't miss it. Patreon.com/Gastlecast. Thank you guys for coming and joining us for this Gastlecast live on a Sunday. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Happy Mother's Day to Heather. Give her some Happy Mother's Day in the comment section down below. We love you guys. That's it for this live. We will see you in the next one.
Bye.